Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the BCCA Alliance webinar. It is June 26th. Wow, it's summertime up here in Canada, and it's a great treat to have each and every one of you with us here today, whether you're tuned in live here or whether you're listening via a recording. It's always a pleasure to address you and share with you the events and the happenings at BCCA. Well, for those of you that have tuned in via the Discord channels and Skype rooms, you folks know and have been watching the emails, you know there's some great excitement that is brewing and in the air. So both Gerhard Rempel and myself and Johnny G are going to be coming on and just sharing with you a little bit more about what's happening, where we're at, and some of the exciting developments that we're about to share with all of you here today. But I want to start off today by just really addressing one thing, the markets. Any of you in the room here, anybody crypto traders, does anybody do active trading on a day-to-day basis and really stay on top of the Bitcoin markets at all? Just type yes in the box if you do, or no if you don't, just so I have a little bit of an idea. The reason I'm asking this is most of you know that since the Mt. Gox sell-off and the court action around that has really affected the market in a negative way. And when I say that in a negative way, I mean we've seen Bitcoin prices peak to just about $20,000 just before Christmas time, and of course slowly start creeping down, and we're sitting at what, $6,160 at the time of broadcast here on Bitcoin. So we've seen the Bitcoin markets and the crypto markets follow suit with that. We've seen a real decline in the market cap of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. That's not new information that I'm giving you. Anyone can go in on any one of the crypto platforms and go and verify this. And I'm sure most of you do stay on top of monitoring what is happening in the crypto world. There have been a number of things that have really affected the crypto markets very negatively. Some of that is the government regulations, and the SEC announcement last week was very positive to give the crypto space a real boost again, but we haven't seen the numbers shoot up yet the way we were expecting they will shoot up. Now, why am I sharing this with you? Why am I even talking this? Well, we're all into crypto. We're in the same field. We're all into Bitcoin, right? All of us, right? BCCA will be pegged against Bitcoin, right? So it's really important to have a strong debut, if you will, for our BCCA coin. Now, most of you know that we had already set an application in to list BCCA on CoinExchange. Well, lo and behold, we came across some highly recommended additional exchanges, and one of them that we're not going to mention the name here today on the broadcast, but it came very highly recommended as a far superior platform to even CoinExchange. So we're going to actually be listing BCCA on this additional platform here. So one of the things that I really want to encourage you guys is we're sort of biding our time, if you will, and it's very urgent that we get your support in this matter, because you see, it'd be real easy to just put the BCCA coin on the market in a real stale, shallow market where most traders aren't even touching the markets right now because the markets are so sensitive, they're so not moving in the right direction, that if we can get the BCCA coin on the public exchanges as we're in a bull market, as we start to trend upward, I think we're going to get a lot of eyeballs on the coin that otherwise would just have missed our coin completely on the public exchanges. So we're very confident that we're making the right decision here to just bide our time a little bit and just watch these markets a little bit and just wait till we get that surge. We're looking for that surge. We thought we had that surge going this last week here. We hit 6,800 or so on Bitcoin, and then poof, we just dropped right back down to, well, it got as low as 59.80, and then now it's back to 61.60 Bitcoin. So we want to do this right, guys, and it's really important that we do this right. Gerhard and Johnny have been very hard at work. I know Gerhard's been really working with the developers and the programmer with the Passive Coin Trade project. I'm going to ask Gerhard to come on here, and we're just going to sort of bounce back and forth, if you will, and just to share with you what's going on. But I know the Passive Coin Trade project, we've talked about it for a long time. It's nearing completion, and Gerhard is going to announce the details and how only BCCA members are allowed to join it at this time. So Terry has been phenomenal as always, been awesome, been helping and just working out where things need a hand and need a little lift. And always a pleasure to have Terry on board, and all of you for that matter. It's great to have you guys. So if you guys agree with us, and I just want to get a general consensus here in the room. I know Tom is on the same page here with agreeing. Do you guys agree that putting BCCA, making our debut on the public markets, do you agree that it's really important to sort of get it on a bull market where the markets are surging upward, or if we get this trending downtrend and we pop BCCA in there, do you think we're going to get the attention that we could get or that we deserve? We've got a phenomenal coin here, an amazing block explorer, and just a beautiful project here, but we need to get this on an uptrend where there's eyeballs. People have confidence again. They're going back and they're trading. I know the markets have been so flat lately. I mean, I personally have sort of stopped trading temporarily just because there's just no action. And if there is action, it's downward action. And that's not the kind of action that I'm looking for when I'm searching for coins that I can pick up and buy and possibly sell again. I'm looking for an uptrend, right? As all traders do. So most of you will agree, and I know Sheila right there, she agrees as well. And Lee, thank you, Lee. I mean, it is really great. And Gerd, there you go. It's really important that we do this right. So rather than me rambling here, I'm going to turn this over to Gerhard. Gerhard is going to come on, is going to talk a little bit about why he supports this decision, why he feels this is the right move, and he's going to talk a little bit about the additional developments, the passive coin trade, and all of the developments that we have going on here behind the scenes at BCCA. So again, my name is Pete Redekup, and pleasure having you here. I'll come back on after Gerhard has briefed and updated you. So join me in welcoming Gerhard Rumpel.
Thank you so much, Pete. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this update session here again. As always, it's an absolute pleasure and an honor to be here with you, sharing my excitement, and while doing so, updating you on the progress that has been made. It has been quite significant. Johnny and myself have been working practically nonstop, and we have a lot. We've made a lot of progress, and I'm super happy to announce that we are as good as done. So there's a few minor things that still need to be addressed, but that is minor. So in other words, the passive program as of right now, it is as good as ready to go. However, as we have always made it a point that we would always offer our members, first dibs, so to speak, give them a first opportunity to participate in anything that the Alliance would come up with, would introduce, whether it's our own or if down the road, we should happen to be being an affiliate of other amazing opportunities, then the same thing. Whatever is coming up, it will always be our loyal members that will get first dibs to participate before we officially launch anything or officially announce anything to the general public. So having said that, I just want to say that I absolutely agree with abiding our time, want to make a public appearance, I should say, putting the BCCA coin on a public market, because the last thing that I as a trader would want to see is that our coin goes public and right the next day the market just keeps going down and down and down. So if people look at a new coin and there is no there's no momentum, there's no volume, then they would simply just brush it off and move on to the next one. So we want to make sure that we be kind of selective. What time is a good time for the coin to be popping up? Of course, it will be announced everywhere as soon as it is officially listed or will be officially listed. Then, of course, an official update will be posted and announced everywhere so that the whole world will get to know that this new coin is going to be on so-and-so exchange and at so-and-so date, so everybody can be ready to jump, to jump on the market, right? Just briefly going back to the passive coin trade, it would take a long time to fully explain the full scope of the project. It's a multifaceted project. Currently, it starts off right out of the gate. It starts off with three income opportunities. Number one, as we have already explained in previous recordings, is the what I refer to as the pay-per-click or get paid to refer marketing campaign. In other words, what we're spending the company's advertising budget on the members, paying you for referring. So there is a unique um, feature that you can click on a daily basis. You log in, you can click a button to claim free coins. And mind you, those are not just some tokens. Those are the actual real BCCA coins that you receive for clicking that button. Now that you can do this 3 times, on day number 4, that button will be deactivated. So now that what needs to happen is it is now time for you to start, doing a job for which you are getting paid, and that is simply just refer others to the project, right? So now the way this has worked is very, very simple, and you're going to find. I'm hoping that you will find this quite lucrative, quite interesting, where you can then you refer one referral that has to be a real referral, not just sponsoring yourself for the sake of claiming more coins. That would defeat the purpose of our campaign. I mean, while we're paying the number, so to speak. When I say paying, what I mean by that, it is strictly in BCCA coins. So let's make no mistake about that. There's no fiat currency, no Bitcoin, anything of that involved. It is strictly BCCA coin, and the reason for that is because of the agreements between the alliance and the passive coin trade, where the passive coin trade company is the only, is the very first company to accept the BCCA coin, and the agreement states that BCCA will be the only official currency, system currency being used for whatever the passive uh, site will introduce. It will be payable only in BCCA coin. That might change down the road, but for the time being, the exclusive currency is BCCA coin to provide a service, a usage for the BCCA coins. Now, having said that, let me just briefly carry on a little ways. I don't want to drag this out. Like I said, on day 4, the button is dead. You refer one person, and for every referral, the system will extend that click coin claim button for 3 days. So in other words, for every referral that you sign, you get an additional 3 days of claiming free coins. That way, you can start off by simply just referring people to the program, to the project, receive coins in exchange for providing that service to the company, and then you can use those coins to trade your coins in for a passive earning package, a passive crypto package. So with that said, back to you, Pete. Pete is not quite ready. He's trying to get the desktop sharing going, which is great. So I'll just wait for you to be ready, and then I will share a little bit more details when you pass it back to me, Pete. So back to you, Pete.
All right, thanks, Gerhard. All right, I just killed the screen sharing here. I brought it up here just while Gerhard was talking. I hope you guys could all see it, just to give you a little glimpse into the site here. So the site is beautiful. It's just about ready. And well, I guess the back end, as Gerhard mentioned, it's all ready to go. It's looking really good. Just a little comment. It is definitely going to be a win-win situation for everyone involved here, and will create some real utility for the coin, and make a real demand for people to drive to the market and say, hey, I want to participate in that passive project, and I'm going to go and get some coins, some BCCA coins, so that I can put them into the passive project. So why not, right? I mean, most people, this is what they do online. I mean, they look for opportunities, and here will be a beautiful opportunity staring them in the face. Now, I want to just go back a little bit and just talk a little bit more about where I was with the respect to the markets and where they're at right now. As most of you know, that Gerhard and myself, and we've been really active in the crypto markets, and really keep up with the information and whatever's coming out of CoinDesk, CCN. There's many coin telegraphs that you can subscribe to, and blogs and forums that you can go to, and just really stay in the know of what is happening in the crypto space. Now, obviously, it's no secret that we've been in a massive bear market here for quite some time, but there's very good news on the in the very near horizon here that this will pass, and we will move out of this market. We will move into a very strong bull market after this, and they were comparing this drop from 20,000 to 6,000 to what happened in 2014 when Bitcoin surged from $100 to $1,200, and boom, then dropped right back down to 200, 250 range. So it lost 80% of its market cap, literally. I mean, in just days. This was a gradual decline that we saw with Bitcoin this time, and there's again very positive evidence that we are going to go soaring here again very soon, and that's going to send the entire crypto market cap soaring as well. So we're very confident that we have to do this right, and we have to time this with some momentum. So, and I'm 100% sure that the bulk of the people that understand this will completely support this decision 100%, because I'm going to give one real quick example. Normally, I don't like to give examples of coins. Like, I don't like to mention coin names, but I'm going to today. I'm going to mention a coin, a real promising coin that came out, and BitTube was the name of the coin. I mean, their interface looked like YouTube, and they launched on Bittrex, and they just had a great ecosystem. Everything looked really good for their coin, and they came on the market, and their coin was sort of leveled out at 3,500, 4,000 satoshis, and it looked really good. And I even bought some of the coin just to play with it a little bit and see what it would do. And oh, it went up, and the first couple of days, like they usually do when they come on the market, and then all of a sudden the grip of the bear got a hold of the entire market and this coin, and all of a sudden this coin daily just started sinking, and all of a sudden it was 1,200, 1,300 satoshis. So there's a classic example of launching your coin at the absolute worst time that you could have possibly have launched it. And I'm sure if the company BitTube would have known that the markets would slide into that bear movement, they would have rethought their decision and held off with the launch of their coin and waited till the market was a little more stable, or at least on an upward trend rather than that massive downward trend that we had there. So we're very confident we're doing the right thing here. So we just again appreciate your support, and I'm pretty excited that we will get this right, and we will get our timing so that everyone can benefit. The Passive Coin project is there, and of course, our long-term vision here, we're still working on our own trading platform, Matoshi. You've heard lots about it on previous webinars, and I'm going to just flip it back to you, Gerhard, and maybe you can touch a little bit on Matoshi as well, and a couple other areas that need to be addressed so that everyone's sort of in the know of where things are at. So back to you, Gerhard.
Thanks again, Pete. Yes, as far as our own trading platform, or also known as an exchange, there might be a difference between a trading platform and an exchange, but you get the meaning. What I'm trying to say here is that the last conversation I had with the developers was Friday night. They don't work on weekends. Only their support is live on weekends, but the development team is only working Monday to Friday. And Friday night I had a conversation with them, and they updated us on the progress made, and according to their own words, the trading platform or the exchange is about 90% complete. We did an initial round of testing. As most of you already know, when this trading platform was first developed, it was developed exclusively for the WRC token at the very beginning. But then when an opportunity came around to exchange the token for a real coin, which was the XES, the subset coin, then I put in a request to have the WRC token removed and added the XES coin. But lo and behold, just before that was ready to go live, this hacking incident happened, which led to the demise of the XES coin, and that's all water under the bridge. Those coins those that were interested, they were given an opportunity to swap their coin for the BCCA coin. That has all been said and done. That part is concluded, and then the developers went ahead and made that switch. That part is done. We did an initial test over the weekend, depositing BCCA coins, withdrawing BCCA coins, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. All three assets that work flawlessly, both uploading and downloading work flawlessly. I did a task purchase, placed a task buy order, wanting to buy BCCA coins. I also placed a task order, a sell order, I should say. There was a little glitch, but that was minor, and they promised to have that fixed. And the other 10% that they're still working on is integrating the BCCA wallet. And what is most time consuming is because they are very, very keen on security, and they want to make sure that because of all of this recent talk about this exchange had been hacked, that exchange has been hacked. We know that all of the exchanges are targeted by hackers trying to steal assets. So what these developers are doing is they're taking that very, very serious, and they're integrating a cold storage wallet system where the bulk of all of valuable assets will automatically be transferred into cold storage. So when it comes to withdrawing, I just want to warn everybody in advance, well, not exactly warning, but alerting you in advance that your assets will not be sitting on the exchange. They will be sitting in cold storage. So when you request a withdrawal to have either your Bitcoin or your BCCA coins or whatever other assets you may have on our trading platform, Bitoshi, there will be a slight delay for you to receive your assets. And the reason being is because we'd much rather have you wait a couple hours or a day if necessary, in extreme cases a day if necessary, to make sure that it is you that is requesting those withdrawals, and it is only you that will be receiving those assets, not some hacker will make a fictitious request and be intercepting your assets. So that's all I got to say about the trading platform. It looks great, but however, it does take a little bit more time, and whatever time it takes, it will take it, and rightfully so, because like I said, we want to make darn sure that we have done everything in our power, or the developers, I should say, to make sure that when it goes live, everything has been taken into consideration, and nothing has been left to chance. Enough on Bitoshi. Just briefly going back to the trading platform, the passive coin trade project. As I was saying, it has three income opportunities. Number one is the marketing campaign, get paid to refer. Number two, and the main feature, the signature product are the passive crypto packages. You will hear more about that. And the third one is the referral reward. What I mean by that is when you refer somebody, and that your referral purchases a crypto package, there's a commission payable to you in real BCCA coins. So that's the third stream of income. There will be additional streams, but that's what the platform will start out with, and I hope you will really get excited once you get the full scope. There's a lot of tutorials still to be created and details to be published, but trust me, it will be in place before the site goes live. So there is a how should I call this, an exclusive BCCA members only placement happening for the first 7 days. It started yesterday and will end 7 days later. Any registered BCCA member interested in participating or being placed into the passive income project, where they can set up their profile, they can already set up their wallets, they can already pre-select their packages and have everything ready to go. The minute the site goes live, it opens to the public that you have your packages in place, you have everything ready to go, where you don't have to worry about it. You just preset everything. Take these 7 days, get yourself set up, get everything ready, and then get it set, and then it's like a set it and forget it. You set yourself up, whatever you wish to do, and then save everything. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about being on the switch when the system goes live. You will have everything ready, prepared everything in advance, so you can go on vacation. You can go and spend some time on the beach while the official launch actually happens when everything goes live. So that's about all I've got to share right now. I'm just going to briefly bring our awesome buddy Johnny G for a brief little powwow. He will explain a little bit what his involvement is and share his level of excitement. So here is Johnny.
Hey, so awesome. I'm glad I got to just like shuffle over here to Garrett's computer. It's nice not having the distance all the time. But yeah, so Johnny here. You guys already know who I am, I'm sure. I feel like I should kind of come in with an official introduction by now, but I don't really have one. But PR director basically is going to be one of my primary positions on top of being a trader and helping with the coin price protection. So, I'll think of a name to categorize those things yet. But yeah, so anyways, I don't want to take too much time right off to it here. The main things I've been really helping with recently are, again, a lot of the tedious stuff. It's funny because I thought the tedious things are going to be the things you start off in something like this, but we've had a lot of tedious things that we are, fixing up now. And it's not anything really worth mentioning, just a lot of editing scripts, things like that. The passive site, or actually the BCCA site is basically finished actually. So we finished editing some of the scripts there, the things that we knew how. We're not programmers ourselves, right? So we can only do so much. The rest we got to delegate, but doing what we can here, while we are, waiting for the development team to do what, everybody's working together. And so while other people are doing things that, we can't do, we're always trying to see how we can, do more and more and more in a shorter amount of time, even if it's not our official position, even if it means we're editing scripts, to get things up and running smoother, just stuff like that. So tedious things, obviously, buffing out those last minute things. As far as what I've been doing these last few days is I'm learning a lot about social media and growing our social media audience. If there is any feedback if there's anybody that knows a lot about social media, definitely feel free to hit me up in the team area there. But learning a lot about that, growing our social media pages is going to be huge because it's a free platform where we can promote, anything that we want to promote, right? We don't have to go to outsource an like with an advertising budget, right? So, imagine you have someone like Justin Young from Tron, you have, 1 million followers on Twitter. What does that mean when you send out a tweet? What does that mean for your company, right? So we really want to, expand our social media presence. That's what I've been really working on right now, and found a lot of successful ways of doing that in the crypto world. And what I mean by that is the crypto world is new. For example, Facebook literally banned cryptocurrency advertisements. And just today, I got a notification actually that they are reversing the ban, and now they're changing that kind of, the blanket that they covered over the entire crypto space, and they're changing it, and they're kind of allowing a few things. So I'm just kind of learning where we can and cannot kind of, promote BCCA and how we promote it, making sure we're doing everything ethical and so on. So yeah, as far as promoting through social media, things are going great there. We're learning really quickly. I did have some notes here. The bounty and reward system. So there's many different names for this in different companies. You'll hear the word airdrop, you'll hear contests, you'll hear, like bounty and reward. So for those of you that do know what airdrops is, you guys already know exactly what I'm talking about here. But basically, we're going to have little promos. We're going to use some of our marketing budget, or I should say the majority of our marketing budget. Obviously, there's testing that has to be done, but we're going to use a big part of the marketing budget on you guys, on the affiliates. That's the primary, that's the reason for all of this. And that way you guys can have another income stream, and the company can reserve, its funds for something that pays you and not pays, a TV or a TV publisher, TV, whatever you call those publication companies and stuff. So yeah, as far as the bounty and reward system goes, just another way to pay you guys, and yeah, you guys are going to see more about that soon. We don't have all the, the details, but we do know the basic thing that we are bringing out off the start and how we're going to continue to evolve that. And you have different promotions, so for example, such as, for people sharing a promotion we have. Let's say we promote something on social media. Okay, well, if you promote this to a couple different, yeah, get paid to be social. If you promote this to a couple chance, there's two ways we're going to probably end up trying this. Is you have either a chance to win a large sum of money, or as long as you do share, coins. Or as long as you do share, you'll get a small amount. Everybody gets a small amount as long as they do share. There's two ways of going about that approach for promoting our promotions on social media. So we're going to do some testing with that, but yeah, I don't want to go over too much more. There's one more thing I really wanted to get over. And yeah, that is just to really stress getting the team, whoever is a part of BCCA, growing it, or if your heart and soul is just in it and you're not even really a part of the team itself. We really want to encourage you guys to share our social media posts. So what I had an idea here, and I haven't really ran across this with Gerhard, but it is an idea. Just having in our Discord channel, just having a group where we will share, and this is just exclusively for the team, where we will share our promotions that we want our team to be out there sharing as well. So not small little things and maybe little updates, but promotions that could really elevate and help us gain exposure. So if we can just ask that the team, the people that are really excited about this, we'll probably have a notification be sent to you when we have, if we decide to do this, we'll have a notification sent to you for everybody that's in this group. And that way, every time we post something in that group, you'll be notified and you can instantly share it, if you want to, help us expose this thing and just get it off the ground. So yeah, I don't think there's really much else. Honestly, I could rant on forever here. I'm really stoked. There's a lot of things we're working on now, brainstorming different things. But yeah, I will give it back to Gerhard here. Thank you guys for coming on, and I'll talk to you next week.
All right, thank you very much, Johnny. That's about all I've got to share with you guys today. So I'll just hand this back to Pete if he has any closing words. And then, as usual, we hope to see you at the same place at the same time next Tuesday. Over to you, Pete.
The vote of confidence, and thank you for all that you do there. It's definitely great to see, and a special thanks to our wonderful moderator Terry Martell, who's always there as well, and our friend Tom Cade, who's always recording our webinars and getting them out there. So just appreciate your support, and just be reminded, ladies and gentlemen, the best is yet to come. There's going to be some phenomenal things here, and we're going to do this right, and we're going to time this, and we're going to run this race, and we're going to win together here. So have a great, great weekend. I know it's your Independence Day coming up here shortly for the United States. It's our Canada Day long weekend coming up here. So I hope you all have a fantastic weekend here and a great, looking forward to a great July here. Have a wonderful day, folks.